Hey, everybody. This is your daily dose of all things royal. Welcome back, my gorgeous, good looking friends. I hope everybody is well. I know I've been away for a couple days. I've been doing quite a bit of intensive research that I will be putting into a 2 or 3 part miniseries focused on a topic that does relate to the royals, but from a broader context. And it's not going to be my traditional videos just focusing strictly on the ex royals and their relationship with the royal family. This is going to be relating to everyone. So I do hope that you guys tune in and that you feel that it's worthy of sharing because it is information the media is currently not informing us about. In my opinion, I think it's probably a series that will get demonetized, if not probably pulled down, because I'm covering content that the platform doesn't really want people talking about or sharing because it does not align with certain political views. And yes, there's going to be some topics that maybe some of you may not want to pay attention to, but I think it's important, at least for Americans. But in today's news, and I think this is going to tie in nicely with what I'm working on, this article came up in In Touch Weekly, which is a rag mag here in the United States. It's one of the main ones. And they're stating that Prince Harry and Meghan Markle are thinking about calling a truce and going back into the royal family. Now, when I read this, I was like, yeah, okay, right. Meghan's not going back. She will not be welcome back. And that's just my opinion. I think there might be some truth to it, but not a whole lot. Just listen to what they have to say. So the article opens up by talking about how, on the surface, Meghan and Harry look as happy as can be in Santa Barbara, but they're actually saying that behind closed doors, sources tell In Touch, Harry is panicking over money and his and Meghan's future in America. Obviously, Megxit has blown up in their faces, says an insider. Harry is starting to wonder if they made the right decision leaving England. He's even suggested to Meghan that they return to London and the royal family. Meghan was livid, said the insider, who adds that the Duchess was even more taken aback when she learned Harry had already reached out to his estranged brother, William. Harry admitted he'd phoned William to call a truce and told his brother he and Meghan would be open to going back to London where they would serve King Charles. I don't know, I think Harry might be forcing this option in order to open the door and get a temperature check as to what people are saying, if that would even be possible. I don't think any call was made to William to ask to come back. Because in this article, they're saying William was stunned by the call. Like, how would anybody know that unless, if it is true, which I doubt, that person himself, Harry, leaked it? I don't think that William would have leaked something like that. Absolutely not. And it says later on at the end of the article, Harry feels as though he and Meghan are running out of options, says the insider. Despite the success of Spare and their well-received Netflix docuseries Harry and Meghan, which got snubbed for an Emmy, by the way, the parents of Archie and Lilibet are quickly losing favor in Hollywood, not to mention opportunities to make money. The Sussexes may have no choice but to return to the UK, where they can enjoy other perks. Harry needs a plan B, says the insider, adding that the royal family would likely take him and Meghan back. No, I don't think that they will take Meghan back. Even in light of everything that's happened, how would it look if Charles said no? And that's the end of the article. To be honest, in my opinion, I think if Harry asked his father to come back, he would say yes under one condition, that Meghan doesn't come back. Now, obviously, the royal family is not going to want the dirty laundry to be aired out into public, so they may make it look like she is being welcomed back in, but they will keep her at a very far distance, maybe holed up in some type of property off into the countryside. I do believe that Meghan has no shame whatsoever and would go back to the UK and fall under some type of an agreement where she gets paid off to keep her mouth shut and maybe do 1 or 2 engagements that will have very limited interaction with people. And she gets back her protection as well as this immunity status with this HRH. And the reason why I say that she would have no shame in going back to a country that she called racist is because this woman is a coward. And if in the United States this court case moves forward with Samantha, Meghan's going to do everything and anything to skip town and not be called back to participate, in my opinion. I don't know what the rules are around getting out of court cases if you're a royal back again, if you would be forced to go back to the country, but I do think that Meghan will try everything she can to delay or ultimately avoid it completely to protect herself and as a result, also protect Harry. Their goal right now, in my opinion, is for them to get this immunity back so they don't have to deal with the consequences, not only from these lawsuits, but also from the IRS, if the IRS is poking around, which I hope they are. Another thing to think about is the whole headache with Harry's visa. This could possibly be a way to avoid any of that drama should in fact, the judge say, yes, we need to get that information. And if Harry is deported, it could be embarrassing for the family. So if he is leaving on his own accord, or if this is publicity being put out there to soften that blow, if in the event the United States quietly says, no, you cannot re-enter our country, then there's no embarrassment, not only for Harry and his wife, but also for King Charles. There's also something else that I see that could be a bigger issue regarding this visa, in which I will be covering in this series that I'm putting out. So sit tight, but definitely let me know what you think. Personally, I don't think it's a truce that they need to issue. I think it is an apology, and I think that it has to be made public. So saying that he wants to call a truce, well, the family didn't start this fight. They actually started it, and the family did nothing to hurt them. So, really, in my eyes, a truce is irrelevant. I think there really needs to be some form of apology. Whether or not we will ever get that from Meghan and Harry, I don't think so. Maybe from behind closed doors, they may grovel to the floor at King Charles's feet, but we'll never see that. But let me know what your thoughts are, and make sure that you click the like button and hit that subscribe button to be notified, because this series is going to be dropping whether tonight or tomorrow. So hang tight. But I appreciate your patience. And as you know it, I will be back with more content. But until then, please be safe, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.
It was such a fraud.